hopefully, I know the sound quality on here isn't going to be as good as it is on the computer, but hopefully now we won't have any interruptions. We are plugged in. As long as you can see me, there's no computer going on in the background. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we are going to do some little balancing movements for today. We're going to do a quick session. Hopefully this time we won't have any interruptions. And just to let you know, if you're not aware, on the channel there is our Global Peace Meditation is now up and the recordings available for 10:10. Cultivating that peace within us, about 10 minutes. So highly recommend doing that. So I'm not going to do the meditation part of this class today. I'm going to direct you to that, so you don't have to, you can habit stack that. You don't need to do twice as much to fit it all in. And the other thing that's up is our daily card, which was this one we called today the fire rat. So this is light and shadow. So we are going to work with our light and our shadow, our yin, our yang, our balance of feminine and masculine, starting with the hands just over, starting with the hands over the belly, nice bent knees, hip width apart. You want your spine nice and straight, shoulders relaxed and down, breathing in, breathing out. And we're going to start movement. There's lots of movement going on in here. The cats are all going like running around like loons. Like the wind's got up their tail, as my mum would say as a kid. So breathing in, taking the hands out to the side, taking them up into a nice cleansing breath, taking them round, turning, and then palms coming down the central column. We were talking about the central column if you were with me for the global meditation. So linking with that, visualizing that calm in the center, the eye of the storm of whatever's going on in your life. Rotate round to the side, our right, our left brain and hemispheres, our masculine, our feminine, our yin, our yang. And then taking the hands to the side, we're going to step forward with the right leg, placing the right leg tippy toes in front of you. Take the hands out to the side, then lean forward, heel goes down, the arms and the shoulders we bend, just bending to start with. Just feel that lower back stretch. And then coming up. As you come up, bring the knee up. Inhale, and a nice hugging, balancing right and left. You want to balance on the opposite leg. The knee is slightly bent. And the arms come out for balance. And this time the foot doesn't go to the heel unless you need to just tap it down. Otherwise the heel and the foot flexes in front. Hands out to the side for balance. And then moving through that, we tap the toes behind us on the ground for balance if you need to. Otherwise just stretching through, feeling that heel off as we stretch through the lines of the meridians that go down the legs, and then bringing it back to center and arms coming down. Taking a breath, feel into the body, feel the feet flat on the floor, conscious awareness to the heels and the toes, relax shoulders back and down. This time the opposite foot, take the heel, the big toe, tap it in front of you. As you bring the hands up, gently kind of roll the shoulders over. The heel goes down as you bend forward. Just feel that lower back stretch. And then bang. Stretching. Inhale up. Bring the hands into the knee as you hug the knee. Breathing in, breathing out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the nose. Hands come up to the side. Now you can tap if you need to bring the foot down, otherwise bring the leg forward and flex the toes up straight, so it can be low, it can be high, whatever feels right. And like myself, you might be one leg higher than the other, one leg's easier than the other. And then allowing the toes to swing forward. You can either rest the toes behind you, or you can stretch through, push through to the heel from the bum. And then coming down to centre and feeling into the body. Feel the stretch now. Focusing on our arms next. We're going to roll them forward and back. Roll. Chest comes out, feel the rib cage open. Palms come face forward, the thumb leads to the back, to the front, to the back, to the front. And let that go and just roll the shoulders normally. And forward. And then just the elbows out into the centre, out to the side. Palms up, slowly this time. We normally do this click. Lead with the thumbs to the right and the left. Inhale, exhale. Gentle soft rotations, nothing that wouldn't get you all sweaty, but we are working with low intensity steady states. We're working through the muscles, the joints. You can do this after lunch as well, although we're not specifically working with digestion. And then rotate the other way, we're working with the joints, going through the meridians, balancing of the yin and the yang, the balancing of the body. I have a pussycat here next to me on the table that obviously wants a little bit of attention. Let's cotton socks. Was that in your way, was it, sweetheart? Forward. And then take the hands to the chest. This time link them like a little butterfly, placing it over your thighs. Breathing in as we are in the lung season. We're working with the lungs and the large intestines, lots this time of year, but also great for balancing out. We work through all the other organs as well. So breathing in. We're just going to work with a little tapping. This is something you can do. It works with the bilateral left and right brain hemispheres, a rebalancing. And then I want you to take a big circle around the chest, up, down, round, up, down, round. Visualize white, beautiful white light. Here comes Gizmo, here comes Gizmo. Merry Christmas. Oh, please don't knock the phone off. He's a good boy. Just, you've had your fish. I can't stop the rain, I'm afraid, my darling. He wants to go out. He doesn't quite understand that it's wet. It's not the way I wanted it to not be wet. And we go the other way. Visualising that beautiful white light in our lungs. Taking in breath, out breath. Right, and take a deep breath in. Pause the hands and breathe in deeply. And then make an L shape, bringing in these fingers, and exhale this time through the mouth with the sound of the S. So as you do so, keep going till it's completely all the air's gone. You bend forward, pushing out those last tendrils of sound. Coming back up, coming back to the butterfly, holding the hands here. A nice little tap going on either side of the thymus. Breathing in, closing the eyelids, focusing the attention in this beautiful white light. In easy breath, in through the nose, out through the nose. And then one deep breath in. Inhale, coming up, placing the hands back on the chest. This time not in the butterfly, just one hand over the other. And take them round the side, the cleavage, down to the where the bra line would be on a woman, and gently tap. Inhale and exhale. Then sweep down the sides and gently knock on the hips. Inhale, exhale. Like we're kind of just shimmy and shaking with a little bit of vibration as we tap down. We're going to tap down the sides of the legs. Down. Lingering at the knees, at the side of the knees. And then coming down all the way. Now, if you need to, you can obviously lift up if you find it hard to bend to tap down and do one side, either side differently. But if you can, come round and coming to the ankles, tapping up, and then when you get to the knees, either side of the knees, on the inside, just tapping, catching those acupressure points. And then as we come up here, and the hips, this time we're going to go down the back of the legs. And we're going to come down from the buttocks, the top of the thigh here, coming down. And when we get to behind the knees, we're going to smack 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Coming down. This time we're going to trace up, just tapping between your big toe and the toe next to it on either side. Just gently tap with the fingers and then pat up the front till you get to the hips. Then we're going to come to the digestion on our left side. Just tapping in a little rotation and in the opposite direction. As it's most likely lunchtime. And then coming over and a little circular motion round. And then round the opposite way 4 times each side. And then to centre. Alternative to start with. And then take that into a nice stomach pat. And then bring in the knees. This is the one that's great for digestion. Tapping. We are decalcifying those pipes. Remember the intestines linked to this season. Take a little twist in. We want to gently massage those internal organs. And nothing that we're doing, you don't need to be, oh, I need to be warmed up because we're doing heavy exercise. This you could do as your warm up with other exercise as it's low, as it's a list. But you could also have this, especially if you're not used to exercising, as a gentle intro. Or for your lunchtime movement practice, mindfulness, however you want to see it, however you want to frame it, you get the body going. And in my terms, we come round and then just coming from the bottom of the back, we're just going to knock gently up to the adrenals. This is your shot of coffee, this is your wake up afternoon. Pick me up. And release the hands down. And coming into a little shaking. As I spoke about in the meditation, this is how you do it in full body. A little bounce through the legs. And feeling that letting go. Little shake, little movement. Releasing the tension if it's built up. Letting go of our fears of fright, scared for loved ones at the moment, for those out there that we care about that might be in war zones, in places with natural disasters, allowing ourselves to go safe in the know in this moment. We're just going to bring it in, focus on a little self-care with our intention now, bringing that hand One hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Feeling balance between the two, the yin, the yang. Sure what that is. The lower dantian and the middle dantian, and take the hands up again, up into cleansing breath, flowing down through. Inhale, exhale, rotate alternative arms backwards. And as we do this, these are nice simple movements. What we do is we open up different parts of the rib cage for our breathing, working with different muscles coming forward. Subtle shifts from right to left brain hemispheres. And just moving through. Now I want you to move from side to side. You can move the arms and do some cloudy hands. We're going to move up, move up. Heel comes off, heel comes off, heel comes off, a tippy toe. There we go, there we go. Floating across. Bring that up to the chest. Moving the wrists of the mind. Those fears, as we say. Yeah. Take that in to movement above the head. We're creating a figure of 8. And down. Palms become up. Just a little flow. Switching different positions, different. And coming to centre. We're just going to have a little rotation of the hips. And one of our balance ones, just as we started with, bring your hands to your hips in what Wonder Woman position and forward. And then just rotate round. I can still see, even with the qigong, which is very different movements, I can still feel my belly from the belly dancing workshop at the weekend, which was really fun. If you ever get a chance to do it and understand the history, it's not actually called belly dancing. I can't remember the correct terminology, but I highly recommend it. Brilliant for pelvic floor and for helping with period pains and childbirth. And obviously in qigong we move now, just hip lifts and that side, feeling that stretch. Clicking the hip out and forward, and then bring your heels in a little bit into Ouija pose, and then lean. Stretch and feel that all the way through. Inhale, exhale down. The other side. There we go. Some gentle stretches, gentle movements for the middle of the day. And to finish, we're just going to take a bow again as we started. So, foot comes forward, hands come out. Lean forward. This time bring it in. Bring it round, wrap. As if you're hugging yourself, get those endorphins flowing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds of hugging to get the endorphins flowing. And then lifting out. Lifting up. Another little hug. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A leg comes forward, out for balance with the arms. Legs, arms come in, legs go back, arms come out for balance. Coming in, and this time to the side. Stretching the sides of the legs and coming back down to centre. Arms come up, toes come forward. Bending over, giving a little hug at the top. And taking that deeper, heel comes to the floor, hugging 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, up, hug the knee, stretch it forward, balance with the hands, flex the toe as you've got it up, swing it back. You can bring the hands into the heart, collecting that heart energy, then out again for balance. Heel goes behind. We're coming in, out to the side, every side, the right, the left, and then coming back to centre. Bring the hands to the heart, feeling the heart coherence, dropping the hands down to the belly. We're just going to zip that up for our day, linking with what we were talking about in the meditation, cultivating that peace. We've got the blood flowing a little bit, we've got the lymph flowing, and we've stretched out the joints a little bit. Take your hands to the belly button, the lower dantian, lower chakras, and zipping up, coming up to the forehead, into crown pulse. We tease the fingertips apart, maybe see clarity around us, and continuing that back. We keep just teasing apart, crossing over each of the meridian lines that go across the 12 dragon lines, coming down to the occipital ridge behind the head. And we're just going to bang the drum. So this time take the fingers in and the thumbs behind the ears, that little bit, that little bony bit here, and just push on that and ping up. Hands come away, or the thumbs come away, and then go back down to the bottom. We do that 40 times, banging the drum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. And as I was learning recently, because this area at this time of the year, which is why we want to keep our neck covered, we don't want the wind energy, be it too hot, too cold, which can affect the flow in traditional Chinese medicine philosophy of the balance of our body. We're working with our yin and yang balance today. We want this nice and protected. And just taking the fingers, these little bit here, come to that little dip and give it a little massage. Take a breath in, breath out, take the hands out. Spread the fingers, drop the shoulders, tuck the stomach in, tap the pelvis, and bending the knees slightly. And then push the shoulder blades together, activating our immune spot at the back. And feeling that stretch through the chest. Pushing the hands, bringing them into prayer position, over the heart, Prem Mudra, as they would say in more yogic practices. But take one hand into this, may all contrast in your life be wrapped with a cling film of love, compassion, and judgment detox at the moment. Wrapping that, take a bow. As it's Thankful Thursday, thankful to you, thankful for this now moment, the life of my chi flowing through, the energy work that we've done. What are you thankful for? Take those hands to the heart and just feel appreciation for this moment, for the breath as you breathe in. Easy breath in through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the nose. And have a mantra of thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for this moment, for all of the clarity, all that's to come, all that's been before. And dropping the hands back to bamboo. Step the feet together if they're not already. Breathe in, breathe out. Just closing the eyes for a minute. As I said, we're not going into our meditative normal half an hour of the second half. I direct you to our 10-10 peace meditation, or just to take some time now with you, coming to a seated position. reminding you the card that we pulled today was the fire rat, the light and the shadow. We are the light, we are the shadow, we are the yin, we are the yang. Feel the breath in, breath out. We cannot breathe in all the time or exhale all the time. If we were exhaling all the time, we'd have no breath. If we're inhaling, we'd be like burst bubble. We need both. We need the balance, the ebb, the flow of our own energy system. We need to be able to look within at our own shadow without judgment, to see with crystal clarity as that light filters on the water, as we were saying in the card of the day. See it filtering through every cell in your body, showing you what needs to shift, what needs to change, and being grateful for it. Thank you for your time. Love and blessings. We'll see you tomorrow. Remember, later time at the moment this week, or look out onto the Telegram channel or the on the Patreon, where I put the notes. But if you're just not sure, you can catch the recordings. They're always put up on my Patreon after, and this week I've put them public so people know. Thank you for your time.